Alrighty then. The Green Hill Zone is now done, and now we're going to move on to the Marble Zone. And where, hopefully if it's possible, unlike before, the Marble Zone will not totally kick my ass, like it did before. Because, well, the Marble Zone is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. But I at least know enough of my way around here to know how to get through it. In spite of how many awkwardly placed badniks I have to deal with here. Yeah. Okay, anyway. I should also mention the first game where you see Sonic's present-day design. That, by the way, was Sonic Adventure also. When Sonic's present-day design was first used. At least with the first act, we don't have to deal with the jumping fireballs from the lava, like we do in the other acts. We also have to watch out for these moving pistons, because they can crush you. You've got to be really careful with those. And moving the marble stone over here. Don't know why Sonic was wobbling there. It was a pretty secured floor, I might add. Although, I don't know. Okay, not getting that extra shield, it's not really worth it. Okay, can I manage to not land in the lava this time? Would be really nice if I could do that. Because then the badniks I approach next will not be as much of a pain to get through. Okay. Okay. And got these moving marble stones, and... okay. I knew I was going to lose my shield there. It was basically going to happen. Okay. Fuck you. Okay, now we've got the jumping fireballs. Come on. Okay. Managed to stay out of trouble there at least. Now let's keep this one going. Oh, that's the end. And amazingly, I got through that first try without having to do any mid-level saves. And now I will save the game because it's Chaos Emerald time. These things, by the way, are very important if you want to succeed. Thankfully, we've only got one room to get this Chaos Emerald, so I reckon we should be able to get it easily enough if we can avoid being near the goals. It's only a one-room maze. I pretty much know my way around here. I have no idea why I hit that reverse button. Maybe it could work to my advantage, or maybe it could not. Nope, nope, okay. I live to fight another day. Which is kind of what I want. Come on. Come on. Come on, Emerald, Emerald. I know you're there. Come to me. I know you're there, Emerald. I know I can get you to come to me. You're right there. I need you, Emerald. Okay, alright. Come on, get it, get it, get it, damn it. I was so close to it. I know I can get it now. Come on. Nope. Okay. I am literally on the fringes of getting it. Oh, and I gained an extra life as well. As a result of my trial and error. There we go. Got there eventually. And I got 109 rings to show for it as well. I think that now increases my lives to 6, or is it 7? I think it's 6. Yeah, it is 6. Okay, save game time. The other reason I saved the game was because, well, I figured there was going to be trouble with this because, well, aside from this being a pretty hard level, it's also a long level. Which means it's one of those cases where I really have to be on it to get through it. Okay, I'm actually not going to waste time with this anymore. I'm actually going to try and make sure I get through this. No ands, buts, or ifs. I know there's a shield up there. Or there's at least 2 bats up there, so probably not worth it to chase after that, but I did anyway. Because, fuck it. Okay, as soon as we get halfway through this level, I am saving the game. I think I have decided at this point that is an absolute must. Because otherwise I will just continue sucking at the video game and just getting nowhere. And because at this point, I am basically just saying, fuck playing nice. I am not playing nice when I know that the head I am entering is basically the head of a tiger. Or the head of a lion. It'll basically just bite my head off. And that's what I think this game will probably do to me as well. It basically is a case of this game basically just trying to do to me what a lion would essentially do to me. Okay, save game time. No ands, buts, or ifs. If I don't save the game, I am a dead man. I did not need to press the pause button. I keep forgetting it's the start button to pause, and then select to get the fucking pause menu. I keep forgetting that's what it is. Suck my dick. Okay. And I am gonna head this way because this way is probably safer. I should also mention this is a long level, so I should tell myself to be ready for it. Just in case. Okay. Right. Well, at least I can say the lava can't harm me whilst I'm invincible. At least for now it can't. Okay, now we're back to normal. Okay. Right. Okay. Gonna stay here. And is that the end of the level? Yes, it is. Okay, we made it. And now I will save the game again before we get on with the Chaos Emerald thing. I think this is now, what, my 4th attempt to try and get Chaos Emerald number 4? And to be honest, it's not a matter of getting the Chaos Emerald, it's a matter, first and foremost, of directing yourself to the Chaos Emerald and then getting it. This is definitely one of the harder levels among the Chaos Emerald collectees. But at least I know, as long as I'm heading where the arrows are pointing me, then I know I'm heading in a good direction. And can I get it this time? Yes, I can. Took me a few tries to get there, but we broke even eventually. And I was only 5 rings away from getting an extra life. From what could have been life number 7, but you know what? I don't care. We got our 4th Chaos Emerald, and now I can save the game again. I really have just lost the will to care at this point. If I do not save this game mid-level, I'm just going to keep constantly tripping over myself the way that I have been doing. In other words, I'm pretty much going to keep using my gun to shoot myself. And just do it so much that inevitably sooner or later it is going to kill me. And as you might have guessed, that sort of approach is no fun. It's almost like the entitled Fall Out Boy song, I reinvented the wheel to run myself over. Which is kind of what I think this is like. Because it feels like I am basically reinventing the gun to shoot myself. And it's honestly just playing out like that so goddamn well that it's impossible to ignore just how well it encapsulates the way my efforts are currently going. It's just encapsulating it so well that it's honestly frightening over how much I seem to keep failing. Okay, got 7 lives now. I managed to dodge all those. Okay. I know those spikes are there. I I also get rid of that caterpillar badneck. And before we continue, I will save the game. I think as soon as I am done with this level, I'm actually going to call it a day, because I think up to this point the trial and error has been very hard pressed. Plus I have been at this for at least 3 hours. I'm either going to call it a day, or I'm probably just going to do 1, maybe 2 more levels and just leave it at that. I keep forgetting I cannot jump through that piston. That piston is there for a reason. It's not to be jumped upon. And I just lost my shield as quickly as I gained it. Yep, good job, May. That was a brilliant job I just did there. A brilliant choke job. Well, at least I got the other shield. Okay. Jump to there. And... yep. Oh, okay, that was too soon. Okay. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's it. Okay. I think I am starting to get some cadence behind what it is I need to do next. And jumping over that caterpillar badneck, actually not a bad idea, to be honest with you. I thought for sure I was going to land on the block, but I didn't land on. I thought for sure I was going to land on the stone, but I didn't land on the stone. To be honest, in my defense, I think there are lots of other people who would have done it the same way. I cannot go down there. Okay, I'm at the peak again, so if I can get past this unscathed, which I do, I will save the game. I have well and truly had enough of this shit. Without the mid-levels... I can't speak. Yeah, I have just decided at this point, if I don't save the game mid-level, the suffering is just going to continue the way it has been. And to be honest, I am really getting sick and tired of just being proven right in the most obvious ways possible. Honestly, if I were a pro at this, then beating this and having all my rings intact would honestly be no problem, but because I am not a pro at this, that's why it is such a big, massive problem for me to try and get through this with all my rings intact. because of one or two things I am not doing right. I am convinced in saying I can at least get some of my rings intact from this. And surprisingly, I got all my rings intact that time. And that only took me an hour and 8 minutes to do it. To get through the marble zone. And although the rings don't really mean much, they at least mean enough for me to go a little further with my scores. So anyway, that's the end of Marble Zone, and now we will move on to Springyard Zone.